There goes one. There goes the other one. There goes the other one. It's amazing. Oh, look at that. It's amazing how the littlest thing, the very first broadcast we ever did, we couldn't figure out nothing was working. Nothing was working. And then we discovered we hadn't pushed the go live button on the screen. we were checking internet, we were doing this, we were doing that.
Professional crew.
Yeah. It's right. The table does not like this. This mouse does not like this table.
You get a blue track.
Oh. You're on, boys.
Good afternoon, everybody. Live from Maple Grove Rugby Park. I'm Troy Williams here with Cole Hunt on the play-by-play. Today we are featuring a Prairie Super League game with the Manitoba Buffalo versus Saskatchewan. We got a beautiful day for rugby here at Maple Grove Rugby Park, and the first usage of Field 1 for a game since being under rest for a while, as Manitoba looks to get a victory, their first victory in the Super League this year today. Cole, what do you think about today? What's going on?
Well, it's always a spirited matchup here between the Buffalo and the Prairie Fire. So I expect nothing less today. I think the teams look fired up and ready to go.
Well, it should be a fast track out there with the new field really resodded and being rested out there. So both teams are sort of being at a disadvantage. Nobody from Manitoba has been playing on it this year. So I'm looking forward to a really fast-paced game. And always between the Prairie Fire and the Buffalo, a hard-hitting affair.
Field looks great. Great weather for rugby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, well, we got the starting lineups here. I'm going to go with the Saskatchewan team. I apologize in advance if I butcher any names. But starting at number 1, loosehead prop, Connor Smith. At hooker, number 2, Josh Penner. Number 3, tight head, Derek Biggard. At lock, Connor James at number 4. Number 5 at lock, Matt Bircher. Number 6 at flanker, Jordan Eisler. Number 7 at flanker, Jory Bevan. Number 8, Wade Lavalley. At the scrum half, Braden Goldstein. I heard some good things about him. He's pretty fast. Number 10, John King, or Joe King. At the wing, number 11, Braden Firth. At the inside center, Brennan Marcoux. At number 12, number 13, Patrick Young. Number 14 on the other wing, Sean Zunti. And at fullback, Mark Discom. And the reserves that they brought out here is their reserve front row hooker is Alex Leach. Reserve prop, Jesse Gerard. Reserve prop again, Cameron Marchand. Number 19, Cody Bryant is reserve. Andrew Beckel, Kyle Goldstein, Samuel W. I guess. Hey, I guess he's trying to be incognito on this weekend trip, eh?
And we're all set for kickoff, Troy.
There we are.
Here we go. Prairie Fire kicking off from our broadcast left. Ball is knocked backwards and it's gone out of bounds. We'll have a line out for Manitoba.
We have a quick stoppage and play. We get some of these Manitoba starting lineup. At prop, Bobby McKay. Hooker, Mirko Klimko. Tight head, Kyle Steeves. Lock, Alex Ashwell. Lock, Eddie Monet. At flanker, Adam Setka. Number 7, flanker, Tyson Boris. Number 8, Brett Keeler. Number 9, Justin McKay. Number 10, Mike Leverge. One wing, Andy Black. At center, Matt Lake. At the other center, Devin Admonson.
And there goes Matt Lake.
There we go. At fullback, Keelan Ansbro.
There's a carry by Bobby McKay early on. Ruck is 1. And Justin McKay is going to take it for a little scamper at number 9 himself. And he's won himself a penalty.
There we go. Nothing like the quick tap to keep that defense off balance, eh?
Justin McKay is a speedy little fella there. Well, let's see what Manitoba does with this penalty. And they're going to kick for goal.
There we go. Well, not a lot of wind out there to challenge it here at Maple Grove today, so we're looking at about a good about a 42-meter kick there, Cole.
Yeah, they're pushing the range here, I think, but points will be at a premium today, so.
Exactly. The way these two teams are going to play defense today, I think we're going to be in for a little bit of a treat. A lot of animosity between these two Prairie Province neighbors, eh?
I'm looking forward to it. Mike Leverge setting up the ball on the tee here. Getting ready for his approach now. Kick is up. And he's put it through.
There we go.
Manitoba on the board first.
An early 3-point lead. That's got to do a lot for the confidence of the Buffalo boys today.
Absolutely. An excellent kick by number 10, Mike Leverge.
Yeah. Looked a little bit low there. It was going to had the legs to finally get up over that bar. Right on.
Manitoba set to receive the kick back from Saskatchewan. Kick is up. High kick. Taken well. Justin McKay passing out to the forwards, and a little bit of a miscue there. Saskatchewan's got a knock-on advantage, and there will be a scrum down for the Prairie Fire here. The ball was knocked forward by Manitoba.
That was an excellent take by Brett Keeler, one of the Assassins represented in Manitoba squad today. He also has an opportunity to head up to Anchorage, Alaska to play for the Canada Selects. A great opportunity for him, and also nice for a young Manitoba player to get recognized. Not so young if it's Select, so.
Very exciting times, yes. Not sure he's totally 30, but we'll let that one go. Scrum down for Saskatchewan here. First scrum of the day. Saskatchewan's won it, out to the backs. Tackle's made there outside. Ball's out to the forwards of Saskatchewan. Not making much ground there, but retaining possession. Now trying to get it wide.
Wow, what a big hit there. Whammy, right there.
Absolutely. Mike Laverge coming in, not known for his tackling, but made a big one there. Saskatchewan retains possession. And we've got a penalty there.
Penalty there.
High tackle.
High tackle.
So Saskatchewan may have an opportunity to level the score here. We'll see what they decide to do with it.
Discipline is going to play a key part of this game today.
Absolutely.
Especially scoring at a premium. You don't want to give a lot of points via the boot.
And Saskatchewan will go for the points here. They're slightly into the wind, but a little bit shorter kick than Manitoba had a few minutes ago.
And it looks like Mark Discombe he's going to be setting up this kick for the 3 points from Saskatchewan.
In the past, it's been Brennan Marcoux kicking a lot of the points for Saskatchewan, but I guess today they're giving it a chance to their number 15. Lined up for the kick here. Wind has picked up a little. Up, high kick, through the uprights, tie game.
Nice strike there for sure. Definitely not in doubt at all. So let's see how Manitoba counters with that on the restart here. Hopefully they get some pressure down and get a turnover.
Yeah, not much separating the two teams at this point in the game. Mike Laverge to kick off. Low kick taken and passed out immediately. Into the tackle. And a little kick over the top, covered by Andy Black at the wing.
Nice job there.
Ball comes out to the left-hand side here. Nice
offload. Here we go, Killian
Ansbro. Through goes Killian Ansbro with a ton of speed. They're not going to catch him. Killian Ansbro, a recent transfer from Ireland, playing for the Assassins Rugby Club here in Manitoba.
He also had a weekend with the Prairie Wolfpack as well, right?
Absolutely. Recently played for the Prairie Wolfpack team.
Starting on the wing.
BC Bears.
It's always nice to get some international flavor out here in Manitoba, Saskatchewan. Helps us with developing the game, getting some guys at a higher level of skill. But I got to hand it to Andy Black there, taking that ball. He really started off with him there, making that catch and able to have some quick ball coming out.
Good confident take from a young guy getting perhaps his first start, I believe, in Manitoba Buffalo colors.
Yeah.
Mike Laverge setting up to take the conversion. approach. Kick is up. It looks good. It is good.
What a nice strike there.
Very well struck by Laverge.
A little bit of a more difficult kick, but it was on his strong boot side, especially if Ansbro putting it in the corner.
And a 10-3 lead for Manitoba Buffalo.
Yeah, 10 minutes in, roughly, and we're getting about a point a minute. I can't complain about that as a rugby player.
The ball is up and we're set for the kickoff. Another high kick.
I hate to see those ones hit the deck, but it's a nice recovery by Manitoba.
Now a lot of yards coming here. Ball out quickly into another forward pod. Tyson Boris with a quick carry there. And now we'll see what the backs can do again.
Excellent. Manitoba's been making the advantage line every time they touch the ball tonight. That's a positive sign of a team that's really playing at an excellent level today.
The pace has been excellent as well. There's the ball is coming out of those breakdowns very quickly. It's out to Laverge. Pops it off there to Bobby McKay.
Bobby McKay, lots of power.
Those legs keep going. Big, strong runner there. But unfortunately, he didn't have the support. And so he's been penalized for not releasing the ball. So Saskatchewan will have an opportunity to relieve the pressure. Kick for touch here. And it has not found it. Ball taken by Andy Black. Passes it in field. Killian Ansbro picks it up. Going one way then the other. Looking outside him. And that pass back in there by Marco Klemenko. Bobby McKay, another carry, offload. Some ground really been made here by Buffalo. Down, getting close to the 5-meter line here. Bobby McKay, another carry. Rock is a little slow for Manitoba and turned over. Saskatchewan kicks it away into touch, relieving some of the pressure. Manitoba coming close there, but not quite finding the try line.
Yeah, it's a shame there. Manitoba's offload game is getting there, but as we all know as rugby players, it's the hardest 5 meters is the last one. They punch it over. Defenses get a little bit tight, and you got to be really hitting at pace there.
Absolutely, that kick didn't make a lot of yardage though, so Manitoba's still in a dangerous scoring position here with the line out throw in for themselves here. Lineout is won by Manitoba, and they have set a driving maul. The ball has been knocked forward. It'll be a scrum down for Saskatchewan Prairie Fire.
So one of the challenges of any provincial program is when you're getting a bunch of different guys from different teams together, how you're going to work out in your set piece. So little mistakes out of the lineouts and scrums and stuff. It's one of those little points of the game where, it could be won or lost. It's really tough to get everybody gelled, especially in the short season that we have up here.
It's not a huge amount of time together, so the players need to find their feet quickly. Saskatchewan put in, they've got an 8 pick. That pass has gone to ground, but scooped up off the bounce, and now they've got some space here. Looking to track him down, a little chip over from the 13 from Saskatchewan. Colton Rasmussen back to collect it, but not a lot of support. Good clear out by Killian Ansbro there. Now Manitoba looking to consolidate that possession and get moving forward on the front foot again. There's Devin Adamson. with the offload to Matt Lake, and he is bundled into touch. Be a line out for Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan set for the line out throw. A little disjointed, but they've managed to secure the possession. Ball comes out to the back line. And down the left wing they go. Ruck is one. A little quick pick from the side.
Manitoba's got to get some numbers over there.
And here they go again. And Saskatchewan is getting right up to the try line here, knocking on the doorstep. Saskatchewan getting themselves set again. The forward running off the number 10. Manitoba's defense holds. Another little run getting down to the 5. Offload there to number 3 for Saskatchewan.
Goal line stand. They're going to need help right if they're going to.
Yeah, there's space out wide if they can find it, but it's been knocked forward and Manitoba's defense holds. They'll have to put in to the scrum.
Excellent defensive stand there by Manitoba. Looked a little bit loose there. The guys kept to their responsibilities and filled the gaps and made the hits to make that turnover. Fantastic job.
A few phases in a row there for Saskatchewan, but they couldn't find a way to break through the Manitoba line. Justin McKay set to put in the ball in the scrum here for Manitoba. Likely looking for a clearing kick here from Laverge. Ball is in, and it's out to Laverge. Here's the kick, high up and under. Well taken by Saskatchewan's 15. Well covered downfield as well. Great work by Andy Black on the wing. Saskatchewan maintains possession. Moving the ball out, but they're not going forward with it. Back inside again. And Manitoba has been penalized there for going to ground at the breakdown. You have to keep your feet during the ruck.
Yeah, discipline call. It's one of those 50-50. You think it's open, you think it's there, but
the breakdown is the challenging area for the referees and for the players. But Saskatchewan has an opportunity now to cut the lead with another 3-point penalty kick.
Well, we definitely know from his first kick from Mark Descombe that he has the range to hit it from out here.
Well within range.
And he's straight in front of the post, so let's see.
Set for his approach. Kick is up. Straight through the pipes again.
Beautiful
Another
strike.
3 points.
Never any doubt. Halfway through the first half, we got Manitoba 10, Prairie Fire 6. Very closely contested match. Everybody out there working very hard.
Yeah, ball possession's at a premium right now. The team with possession has had a lot of success. So Manitoba will want to contest this restart and try to get the ball back in their hands as quick as they can, and that's not going to help. That ball has gone straight into touch, which will result in a scrum at center for Saskatchewan. A good opportunity for Saskatchewan to continue their attack here.
Yeah, really unfortunate. He had the ball up nice and high for the support to get under there for maybe a take, but just drifted a little outside there. So
a little wind at his back may have carried it a bit further than he'd planned. Pick there from the back of the scrum. A nice offload and another one. Saskatchewan moving forward, making ground. Manitoba needs a little bit of a scramble defense here, but they've counter-rucked effectively and won the ball. Laverge with a carry forward. Here we go, nice little run there by Alex Ashwell. And another quick pick by Justin McKay, really testing the defense around the breakdown.
Yeah.
That ball's come out of the ruck. But there's a penalty for Saskatchewan player offside. So Manitoba has an opportunity now to cancel out. I know they'll go for a touch. They're not looking to take the points. They want the full points for a try. Aggressive play.
Nice kick to the corner by Mike Laverge there, setting up Manitoba for a scoring set piece off the line out.
So we'll see if they try the driving maul tactic again. Looked effective last time until the ball was lost forward.
Yeah, both teams are evenly matched in size and everything else, so again, it's going to work down to technique and execution today.
Line out throw for Manitoba. They've tried to go to the front, but it didn't quite come off.
Missed opportunity there.
And so advantage to Saskatchewan. We'll see what they do with this. Pass out to the forwards. It's a knock-on advantage, so not as long as a penalty advantage. And now they're looking to clearance kick. And it's gone out of bounds. The line-out play was the Russell special, named after Jimmy Pops Russell.
Jimmy Russell.
The timing didn't quite come off there, but it's an effective play when it works.
Jimmy Russell spent many years in Manitoba Rugby as a player and as a coach, club level, provincial level. Truly a legend of the game, and still involved in rugby with the Rugby Manitoba Hall of Fame. We're very lucky to have him.
Still involved in organizing today's match, even. And here's Andy Black, a little spinorama, and then down he goes. And called a knock-on.
I don't know, he went into contact there.
Interesting.
Looked like the guy got his hands in as he was taking it to the deck. One of those 50-50 calls at the breakdown for the referee.
Either way, a scrum to Saskatchewan is the result. The scrums have been fairly even so far. The attacking team has won their own scrum each time.
Yeah.
We'll see if Manitoba can put a little bit of pressure on this time. Ball is in. And out to the 10. Little loop play. Getting out wide. They're making some yards out there. Now a little bit of space to run. Down the wing. Good try-saving tackle made there. And the ball is out of bounds. I can't see that far to tell you who made that tackle, but it was a good one.
Looked like it was Andy Black that came across in support over there to make that tackle coming from the off wing.
May well have been. Good pursuit angle. And a line out to Manitoba within their own 22. Well taken, and the clearance kick from Mike Laverge. Looks to be a good one. Saskatchewan line. Set for the throw. Well taken. Ball is out. Spun wide. A miss pass.
Oh, we got to make that tackle.
Then the 13 there with some space, and he is over for the try.
Looks like a little miscommunication there on defense, but you got to make that first stick, hey Cole?
A little miscue there, but a good piece of individual effort there from the Saskatchewan 13 as well.
Patrick Young.
A nice bit of running there, a little bit of a show and go, and then managed to get over the try line at the end there.
Well, it's the first time Manitoba's relinquished the lead in this half. We'll have to see how they're going to come back from that. Right, still early in the game, early in the first half. We were about 27, 28 minutes in. So lots of time for Manitoba to recover and start going forward again.
No shortage of offense from either side right now, but we'll see which defense can strengthen and hold into the second half. Conversion kick coming here. Kick is up, and it is wide to the left.
And that brings us to 11-10, about 27 minutes in.
That's what the first try. I didn't realize he kicked from there. We should have had people telling us to look.
Still anybody's game. We'll see what the response is here from Manitoba after conceding the first try that they've given up today. Mike Laverge set for the kickoff for Manitoba. Kick is up. Just 10 meters. And Manitoba has secured possession back, and Bobby McKay going forward. Pick off the side of the ruck there. Securing the possession. And Justin McKay getting quick ball out there to Laverge, and he's broken through the line, and he is almost gone. They offload at the end.
Nice offload again.
And Devin Adamson will finish the try off. A nice line break from Mike Laverge and a good offload.
Well, that's good to see the Buffalo ready to answer that score. Right off the kickoff, get the possession back. Fantastic.
Very quick answer.
And Manitoba's offload game today has just been fantastic. The support is good, support is strong, making the gain line every time they touch the ball. It's going to be really difficult for Saskatchewan if they keep that level of play up.
And again, with a team that doesn't play together all that much, it's great to see the kind of communication that it takes to have that downfield support and play that offload game the way that they've done so far.
Well, it's nice with a smaller union like Manitoba. Like all these players are familiar with each other's talents by playing each other over and over again. So you do sort of get a little bit of an idea what's a guy going to do. But putting it all together, that's one thing too.
Absolutely, the familiarity is there. How it translates on the field is always the question. So far, so good as we watch Mike Laverge set up for the conversion attempt. Kick is up and it is through. A good charge down attempt there by Saskatchewan, but did not phase Laverge on that attempt, and Manitoba takes a 17-11 lead.
Laverge is a very steady player. I don't think none of that was going to rattle him too much up there. So we got Manitoba 17 and the Prairie Fire 11. Excellent match so far. A little bit back and forth. Seems like everyone's capitalizing on everyone's mistake. A missed tackle here, arm tackle there.
Certainly entertaining.
Yeah.
That high kick is taken well. Pass all along the ground, scooped up nicely.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go, a little bit of a scamper. Okay, offloads it there. Another little offload. Some good work from the Buffalo forwards. Now the ball going wide to Killian Ansborough once again. A big stiff arm sent the winger tumbling out of bounds. And the ball is lost forward there. Uncharacteristic from Marco Klemenko.
Yeah, just got a little chomping at the bit, looking for where he's going to hit that gap hard, eh? Got to secure that ball first, then get gap second.
A noted hard runner in Manitoba Union, but didn't quite make the break there. Scrum down for Prairie Fire. See how the Manitoba defense holds.
Yeah, the Prairie Fire went with an 8-man pick last time. Let's see if they're going to get out to their backs.
And they do. Dummy runner, and
yeah, there's a quick turnover right there.
Big knock on there by that winger. He may still be reeling from the straight arm he received just moments ago.
Yeah.
But a knock on there, and the ball's right back in Manitoba's hands. Scrum down, Buffalo ball.
Yeah, those unforced errors are one of those things in rugby that make the difference between how many points and how many you not score. So again, you'd expect them to want to have that pass taken cleanly.
And in a close game, it's those little plays that can come back to bite you. So we'll see what Manitoba can do with this ball. It passes out to Laverge. Missed pass. Colton Rasmussen with the ball. Ruck is won by Manitoba, and the ball's back out. Quick offload.
Bobby McKay is making his way through that Prairie Fire forward pack. Every time he touches the ball, he's getting the gain line every time.
There's been a turnover there, not enough support for Manitoba. Saskatchewan's got it now, and look at, a fake kick. Brennan Marcoux, a crafty player. The ball is out to the Saskatchewan forwards. Quick offload, and they travel across the gain line. Slowing it down now a little bit, but not legally.
Well, back 10 for Manitoba.
Penalty there for Manitoba. Tackler not releasing on that one. So this will be interesting to see if Saskatchewan looks to put some more points on the board, or if they look for the territory. And it looks like they are going to take the yards and try for a line out deep in Manitoba territory.
Nice chunk of yards picked up on the kick there, putting him in a nice position and a nice attacking the zone position here for the Prairie Fire. See how Manitoba's defense holds up.
Very slow light out here, and it's gone to Saskatchewan's way. A little bit disjointed here, but Saskatchewan looking to go forward again now. They've secured the breakdown. Ball comes out to Saskatchewan's 10. And our crew with nowhere to go. And now Saskatchewan going backwards with ball in hand. Manitoba putting a lot of pressure on there at the breakdown. The Saskatchewan's managed to sustain it. A little chip over and not quite collected. A bit of creativity from Saskatchewan didn't quite come off. The chip over and was knocked forward. It'll be a scrum down to Manitoba.
Yeah, with the line speed of Manitoba coming up that quick and their defensive spacing, trying to put the ball to the boot just to try to find a little gap or lucky bounce. That's what happens, eh?
Yeah, looking to slow down that Manitoba line as well with a little chip over the top. But unlikely to slow them down if it doesn't come off like that, because it's just a turnover right back.
Yep.
Ball's in at the back, out to Mike Laverge, and he'll put it to the boot. Chasing back, and it is bounced just in play. A great kick. Bounced inbounds and into touch. So that'll be a line out to Saskatchewan, but a lot of yards eaten up there on that kick. So Manitoba's flipped the field a little bit here.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll have an opportunity to put some pressure on.
Definitely a well-placed kick by Mike Laverge. Definitely eases off some of the pressure of Manitoba. And Saskatchewan's got 60 meters to look at before they even think about scoring. Excellent job there. Manitoba's playing a really good game this first half here.
Oh, a lot of pressure here off the line out. Saskatchewan's won it, but for how long? There's actually advantage for Saskatchewan, maybe a knock on, and it was a knock on by Manitoba there in the line out.
Yeah.
So it'll be a scrum down, Saskatchewan ball.
Good. We're in the circle now, not in the center.
Closing minutes of the first half, Saskatchewan put in.
Ball comes out quickly to 10. Well run back play there. The 13's squeaking through, but he's just lost it forward in the tackle. And so we're going to have a scrum down here for Manitoba. A well-run play, but just lost the handle on it at the end there.
Yeah, the Buffalo was really fortunate to get a hand on there and trip that guy up. There's a lot of daylight there. Well-executed play there. Unfortunate for the Prairie Fire team, but good for our Buffalo boys.
Both backlines have looked dangerous when they've had the ball in hand. So we'll be interested to see how that plays out through the rest of the game. Justin McKay here with the put into the scrum. Ball comes out. Another missed pass. Devin Adamson into some space. Wow. He's got a lot of space.
Got a lot of room.
He's got a lot of space. He's got Ansborough in support, and he will not be caught. He is over for the try.
Well executed set piece there. Nice clean scrum. And the beautiful miss pass to create the space in the gap right there. Excellent score by the Buffalo. And,
simple stuff, but well executed is what works a lot of the time in rugby.
And getting a try score at the near the end of the half, really sending a message there that, hey, we're here to play today.
Absolutely. We just talked about the dangerous backlines, and there's a great example of it with Mike Laverge putting the ball out wide and Devin Adamson doing the rest himself with a real nice run. Mike Laverge lining up his conversion attempt. Kick is up, and he's mishit that one to the left. The score now 22-11.
23-11.
I
Hang on.
don't think there's a 6-point try there, so a little trouble with the scoreboard.
Well, you can never pick your volunteers, eh?
No,
They sort of
absolutely
pick
not.
you, so.
They're doing their best, and God bless them. Saskatchewan set to kick off.
We're looking about a minute left in the first half. Really good first
Another
half by
very high
Manitoba.
kick, well taken.
Brickular has no fear under those high balls, eh?
No, he's a kick receive is right in his wheelhouse. The ball comes out to a forward pod here. Moving forward over the gain line. Ball's a little slow coming. Laverge into some heavy contact there. And a quick penalty there, and a quick taken quickly.
And he's got a
Laverge is-
space.
Got a lot of room. He's dangerous in the space there. Support is there. The ball's out quickly, and Manitoba on their front foot here, really putting pressure on defensively. Saskatchewan has scrambled back though, and now it seems to be set. Ball's slowed again, but tackler not releasing. Another penalty against Saskatchewan. And here goes Killian Ansborough.
He's got it.
Big, strong, fast. He's got an accent. And another try.
That's perfect. 2 late scores in the half from Manitoba. Really
Absolutely is.
putting it to the Prairie Fire right now.
Yeah, that has really changed the complexion of this game going into the second half, certainly. And the Prairie Fire don't seem to have an answer for the Irishmen.
I know Killian Ansborough, he's got some really excellent pace. And also a large size for a fullback as well. This should be the last play of the half once he puts this ball up. Manitoba's got to be ecstatic about their performance in the first 40 minutes.
Well, they've certainly had an excellent start and an even better finish to that first half. The key is going to be the start of that second half, not letting Saskatchewan get themselves back into this game. Certainly all the momentum right now on Manitoba's side. Mike Laverge set for his conversion attempt here. Kick is up, and it's just fallen a bit short. And that'll be half time.
That's half time.
The score, Manitoba 27, Saskatchewan Prairie Fire 11.
Yeah, excellent first half by the Buffalo boys. Very well executed for the squad. It doesn't get a lot of opportunities to practice and run together, but showing some really tight play today and executing in pretty well all avenues of the game today.
They look very cohesive. The set pieces have been strong. The backline play has been good, and the forwards are certainly doing their job in the open play.
If you take the first mortgage you're offered, a high interest rate could take your travel budget and send it packing. Before you choose a mortgage, take a second look. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today. If you take the biggest mortgage you can get, you might find your budget can't support other important costs, like buying furniture. Don't let your mortgage weigh you down. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind, with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
If you take the first mortgage you're offered, a high interest rate could take your travel budget and send it packing. Before you choose a mortgage, take a second look. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today. If you take the biggest mortgage you can get, you might find your budget can't support other important costs, like buying furniture. Don't let your mortgage weigh you down. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today.
You're on, boys.
Yep. All right, well, we're getting ready to start the second half. That first half goal was an excellent half of rugby. Lots of scoring, that's for sure.
All kinds of action. Yeah, this fixture is not disappointed to this point. Manitoba with a couple of late tries to really take control of the match right now. We'll see what kind of response Saskatchewan has here to start the second half.
Yeah, Manitoba's forward pack is definitely creating the opportunity for the back line. A couple standout runs by Killian Ansborough from the Assassins really setting the difference here. And we're off for the start of the second half.
And that ball is taken in the air by Marco Klemenko. Manitoba has stolen the ball back off the opening kickoff. Here goes Bobby McKay with a quick offload there. Kyle Steves going forward with it.
That's the second time Manitoba's taken it off the kickoff and really putting the pressure on.
A quick switch of directions here. It did not come off, but Saskatchewan has kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Interesting decision there by Mike LaBerge, but either way, Manitoba has the ball back now. They were really on the front foot there for a minute.
Well, it's great to see, right? Good to see a team come out after the halftime break, still firing on all cylinders. They're looking to continue on their success for the first half.
And here's a quick line out, and straight back they go. A little bit of pressure on early there. Good ruck clear out. Justin McKay passes it out, and that's just missed.
Oh.
And Brett Keeler not able to keep that one in bounds. A little bit of a miscommunication there, between the two club teammates.
We have a Manitoba player down right now off that. Looks like it could be Mike LaVerge.
And that's certainly concerning, as he has been a big part of the success so far.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can shake this one off, or if we'll be looking at a change in personnel here for Manitoba.
Yeah. And that's one of the things about provincial rugby, especially in smaller provinces, is the depth. You know, you have your starting 15, and then when you get into the bench, hopefully you have enough depth to overcome something like that. But it looks like he's back up and at him.
He's shaking it off, and he's all set to go. So
Coralie worked her magic over there, the magic water bottle. Did you see the squirt?
She did, yeah. That was a quick whisper in the ear as well, I think. So he's all good to go, and it'll be Saskatchewan throw in the lineouts.
Yeah, Manitoba starting this half like a ball on fire. Hopefully they get a little bit of control in their possession. Calm it down a little bit. Energy and execution have to work hand in hand, you'd think.
Absolutely. Here goes the ball out through the hands of and here's a ball put to boot by Brendan Marcoux. A high and deep kick, and it's bounced to Killian Hansborough, who boots it back. And that will not find touch either. Moved back in field by Saskatchewan, and they've got a little bit of room to run. And a lot of room to run. And it's still going down, and an offload. Gone to ground, and the ruck one. Saskatchewan starting to build some momentum here. Moving forward through their forwards now. A little bounce pass there. Unorthodox. Counter-rucking by Manitoba, putting a little bit of pressure on there, but Saskatchewan still retains possession. Ill-timed offload there. Saskatchewan putting some more pressure on themselves through their own actions. Oh, a little dummy, show and go. 10 goes through over the gain line, but it's been turned over. And here goes Manitoba, and a big high boot there by Marco Klemenko.
Yeah.
Very unusual play there for a front row to kick it, and it went straight into touch, and that's perhaps why it's an unusual play for a front row to kick it. Interesting choice, but I'm sure Marco knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he was just trying to get a little bit of the pressure off there. Unfortunately, it found its way out of touch. So,
he's a skilled player, and sometimes you try to do a bit too much.
Looks like both teams went with the original starting lineup. I believe that Saskatchewan did make one change, bringing in number 19, Thomas Van Willingham. But Manitoba looks like they're pretty happy if they're starting 15.
Well, and why wouldn't you be at this point? They've certainly played very well so far. Ball out from Saskatchewan, a pass out. Getting it through the hands quickly, down to the wing. A little chip forward. We'll see a foot race for the ball now. And
did he have enough downward pressure?
Colton
Yes,
Rasmussen got back to the ball just in time and got the downward pressure. So a little conference between the referees, and we'll have a 22-meter dropout for Manitoba. And there it goes quickly.
Nice.
Straight to Marco, but he was offside. Ahead of the kicker.
No real need to rush there. You're playing at the lead. You know, you're not needing any scores. I would prefer to see him kick it a little bit deep and take some of those yards and make Saskatchewan work.
Certainly the conservative play, but never a bad idea, I think, to really try to put some pressure on, but sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. Saskatchewan to put it into the scrum here right at the Manitoba 22. And that scrum has gone down quickly. Nothing in it, just a reset. The scrums have been good so far. So we'll have another try at the same one here. Saskatchewan put in.
Yeah, we have really excellent field conditions, so hopefully the front rows can get that sorted out.
Saskatchewan scrum moving forward. There's a little pressure on from Justin McKay, but may have been early as it's advantage right now for Saskatchewan. And they're looking to move it, and a little kick there. Won't get them anything, but no harm, no foul, because they had the advantage anyways for the penalty. Justin McKay offside there at the scrum, a little bit too quick on the pressure.
Let's see what the Saskatchewan decides to how they want to go about chipping into this big Manitoba lead.
And they are going to chip away just a little bit at a time, 3 points at a time if they can. This one right in front of the post from 22 should be fairly straightforward.
Yeah, Mark Discombe, he's been lights out on the penalty conversions, especially when right out in front of the center.
Yeah, well, it was interesting though, the one that they didn't choose to kick there in the first half, that it looked like it was well within his range, and they elected to go for touch.
Yeah.
Sometimes those ones come back to haunt you as they didn't end up earning the points from it.
So true.
Readjusting his positioning there on the tee. Set for his approach here. Looking to put another 3 points on the board for Saskatchewan. Here he goes. The kick is up. And straight down the pipes.
Straight down the pipe. That
No question about that one.
Brings us to 27-14. Buffalo in the lead. After a strong first half start, Manitoba sort of a little bit on the back foot here.
Yeah, still with a comfortable lead, but they'll certainly want to contest this kickoff and get the ball back in their hands sooner rather than later. Still a lot of success for the attacking teams on both sides.
Yep.
Reverse to kick off. Good high kick, just past the 10, tapped back, and won by Manitoba again. They've been excellent on the kickoffs. Saskatchewan straight off the feet there at the breakdown. And so that'll be a penalty to Manitoba.
That's the third time Manitoba's executed that restart and getting that ball back. And
they have really looked good on the attacking restarts.
And with that pressure, Saskatchewan conceding the penalty, Manitoba in a really good position right here.
Yeah, Laverge puts it into touch here for Manitoba lineout. And it'll be just inside the Saskatchewan 22 meter line. Manitoba's lineouts have looked excellent as well so far. They're going with a fairly quick lineout. They have the call already. And as they walk up to the line, they're just getting set, giving Saskatchewan not a lot of time to figure out what they're doing. A little bit of a misdirection there, and well taken again. Ball comes out through the hands, another missed pass into the hands of Ansborough with a chip over. And Saskatchewan has taken it into touch there. So good pressure for Manitoba. Always curious when Killian Ansborough decides to put the ball to boot. He should probably just run it in every time.
Well, especially after the first half he's been having, he's been able to sort of call his own number for the Prairie Fire defense when he's running at pace. So
he sometimes likes to show off his skill set, and this time it worked out.
Killian Ansborough's home club in Manitoba is the Winnipeg Assassins, where he doesn't get that many of those opportunities to showcase his boot.
Not a lot of kicking, no. And here goes a driving maul here for Manitoba. Not going too far with it though. And now they've got some momentum.
There we go.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
And they've driven it over for the score.
That's a nice total team try there. The forwards just getting in there, getting low. Looked like they got held up, and then they were able to find the second gear to put that over.
Well, Saskatchewan was able to stop that maul once, but the momentum restarted there, and it's always a big boost to a team to be able to drive over a maul.
Yeah, it's a definite.
It's always a tough
killer.
one to take for the defending team. Absolutely,
it's a spirit killer. We're going to see how Saskatchewan recovers from that. Manitoba looks pretty strongly in the driver's seat.
They've got their tails up right now and are playing with a lot of confidence. So interesting, as you say, to see how Saskatchewan responds at this point. Mike Laverge setting up for another attempt. He's had a busy day already.
Mm-hmm. Might be a full-time gig for you.
Well, here we go. Mike Laverge is setting up. Been pretty decent on the
kick is up.
on the kicks. I think he's about
And it's just falling a little short.
Little
to the
shorter.
right.
And no flags up from our touch judges, our Manitoba Association of Rugby Referees. Duncan McLeod running one sideline and Charlene Backey on the other sideline. And our head guy is
Jeff Wiggett.
So pretty good game. The referees are not having a lot of say in it, letting the players just get out there and play. That's how we like rugby, eh?
That's all you want to see out of a referee is almost being invisible. Just let the game happen. High kick, well taken. Manitoba in over the ruck. McKay out to Klemenko. Quick offload there. And there goes by McKay. And he is trucking away.
Just
Looking for the offload. A little bounce pass there maybe. Adam Setka going forward.
Manitoba's forwards have had no real issue hitting the
it
gain
out.
line today. Especially
Certainly
the hard running
not.
of
And
Bobby
there's some
McKay.
quick hands. And here goes Brett Keeler.
Whoa!
Brett Keeler.
Wow! Right there!
There he goes. He is
Right
ready
there.
for Alaska. He is ready for the big time.
He's ready for the big
Brett
time.
Keeler. Who knew?
Who knew? And it's
Great
pretty
individual effort there.
amazing
Great
for a
team
guy
effort
who
there.
doesn't have an ACL right now as well.
He is playing without an ACL, which is all the more remarkable.
Well, there's one guy from Saskatchewan whose luggage is going to be a little bit lighter because he just got undressed there in the place. So, sorry about that, Prairie Fire, but wow, a number 8 making moves like that, fantastic.
Yeah. And that was, again, started off by a real nice sequence from the forwards inside and then finished off with the forwards outside. And so, they say that the forwards decide who wins the game and the backs decide by how much, but maybe today the forwards are going to decide by how much as well.
Well, the forwards for the Buffalo are definitely a game today. A lot of fantastic athletes, and with a scoreline like this, maybe we'll get to see a little bit of the Manitoba bench. Have some of these guys experience some of this higher level of play that they're generally not accustomed to.
It's always great to get guys in there for their first experience playing at this kind of level.
I sure remember mine.
No, you don't.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. All those concussions all the way. I'd like to thank Gary Nicholson, Jack Brogan for the opportunity to play for the Buffalo many years ago, from what I remember. Just the pictures.
What are we talking, what is this, 95, 96, or was it earlier than that?
Oh, no.
But we digress.
We digress. And Mike
The kick
Laverge
is
puts
up.
it up.
And just wide right there from Laverge.
Just wide right.
Manitoba firmly in control of this match at this point.
Yeah. And the score. Our volunteers, they got the calculator out on the iPhone.
And they've got it.
37-14. They did it.
Good. Oh, and it's back up.
There we go.
Good work, Volunteers. Saskatchewan set for the kickoff here.
Yeah. Well, you gotta like the position Manitoba has put themselves in here. Still a little bit early in the second half.
And that ball is knocked back and won by Manitoba. A little bit of pressure there, but they managed to take care of business. Tyson Boris with a little bit of a run here, moving forward. Good young fella.
Yeah, another young fella from the Assassins Rugby Club.
Ball comes out. Marco Klemenko looking for some room. Still making the gain line, despite a few guys on him. Laverge with was something happened there, and it didn't work out for Manitoba. I'm not sure what they were trying to do there, but
they're playing a little bit of fun out there tonight.
They
got a lead, and they're sort of they're getting loose.
They are getting loose, and that was perhaps a little too loose. Line out to Saskatchewan.
I guess we're dating ourselves. Remember, we used to have fun.
I'm still having fun.
Me too.
Throws in, tap back.
Justin
Ball
McKay
spun out, and Justin McKay with a ton of pressure there. Saskatchewan is caught way behind the gain line.
Yeah.
And under a lot of pressure now. But Manitoba has given away a penalty, and it was not rolling away there. The tackler lying on the wrong side of the ball and not getting out of there quickly enough.
Yeah, Alex Ashwell just caught up there, just sort of hanging around a little bit longer than he needed to be, but
and it's sometimes tough to get out of there as well, as we all know. So Saskatchewan has gained a little bit of territory with that kick now, and they'll try another line out.
Substitution in here. Dylan Harris. There is no tap there.
We've got to go to the mark there for the free kick, and now they do. And moving forward with some pace. Ruck is one here, and Saskatchewan's got some numbers to the right if they can take advantage of it. Manitoba scrambling a little bit on defense now. Ball's out quickly again, a little quick take off the back of the ruck there, and Saskatchewan has scored.
Yeah, that was one of the reserve players in for Saskatchewan. Andrew Beckel taking advantage of Manitoba, not just having their numbers. A little bit of a broken play from the line-out Manitoba for the penalty, and just not reacting.
They got a little bit scrambly there, and they just didn't quite have enough time to recover as Saskatchewan was putting the pressure on there. This Prairie Fire team not going away by any means.
No. And that's one of the things about this rivalry between these two provinces. It's usually no quarter for the whole 80 minutes. And, usually it's a little bit tighter than this, but it's nice to see Manitoba executing as well as they have been today. Hopefully they'll be able to regain their composure and keep going out for the rest of the 80 today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting certainly to see how Manitoba responds to being scored on again. They hadn't given up any points in some time now. But they'll have an opportunity again to attack that kickoff as they have so effectively thus far.
Mark Discombe for the additional 2.
Kick is up, and it's straight through.
And it's good. Saskatchewan chipping away.
Yeah, they're certainly not going anywhere at this point.
37-21 in favor of the Manitoba Buffalo. And we still got a little bit of rugby left to play, about 22 minutes, but you never know. It's always up to the referee's watch.
The referee is the sole judge of fact and law in the game of rugby. And that kick is not going to go 10. Played by Manitoba.
And you have to think that the Prairie Fire are going to elect to take the scrum and not a restart kick, considering the success of Manitoba on their restarts.
They do have the option, but traditionally the scrum is the choice for most teams.
Yep.
So a scrum at center with Saskatchewan put in here. They have done well with ball in hand here, so we'll see what Manitoba can do to slow them down here. Split backfield. Pick from the base, 8 pops to the 9. And they've just lost it forward. It was a set piece play that they've no doubt worked on, and the skills didn't quite serve them there as the pass goes to ground.
Yeah, Manitoba has made a sub in the forward pack. Incoming for Kyle Steeves is Dylan Harris. Dylan Harris is usually the reserve hooker, but he's moving in the hooker, and Marco Klimko, who started the game of hooker, is moving outside the prop.
Yeah, multifaceted players. Dylan Harris, a good St. John's graduate, proud North Ender.
That would make Rick Rumsfeld smile.
I hope so.
And Killian Ansbro,
away
here he
again.
goes.
A little cut back, another cut out.
He's just
and nobody's going to catch him because he is just too fast. And another try, and that's the hat trick there for Killian Ansbro.
There's really been no answer for the Prairie Fire for Killian Ansbro's pace and also his strength. I mean, he just took a couple arm tackles and just broke right through him to make a humongous run. Oh, it's got to be almost 60 meters.
You're not going to tackle him without putting a good shoulder in, and the challenge is that speed as well. It's hard to get in position to make that tackle. So again, that's what happens when he elects to keep the ball in hand and not kick it away.
Yeah, Killian Ansbro, one of the players who's come to Canada from Ireland, I believe. And we're playing for the Winnipeg Assassins, coached by Jarrett McLaughlin and Caleb Stick, Daniel Strang, and also yours truly, Troy Williams, and Cole Hunt. So if we're favoring the boys in blue out here for the Buffalo, bear with us.
Couple of homers for sure.
Yeah.
No harm in that though. Kick up from Laverge and over.
Yeah, Laverge has found his stroke. He's slotted it through, and Manitoba taking a commanding lead, getting into the better half of this second half, 49-21. Manitoba in the driver's seat right now. You got to think that the coach over on the sideline for Manitoba is feeling pretty good about the way his team has performed so far today.
Colin Fraser, who coincidentally was the commentator for last year's game.
Yeah.
Moving on up in the world. Maybe we'll be coaching next year.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan, another high kick. Contest in the air. Dylan Harris is taking it, and forward he goes. Legs driving. McKay out to Laverge. Moving it on. Manitoba going forward here. And there goes. It's got to be Bobby McKay dragging guys that far. A big, strong guy. Very handsome. Marco Klemenko on the outside, cut back in.
Not as
hard
handsome.
Running there. Good player though.
Yep.
Justin McKay here moves it out. LaRouge moving it on from there. Dylan Harris with the ball. And he's caught behind the gain line there. Some pressure from Saskatchewan, but the ball out still quickly.
And
now we got some space out wide. And away we go, and could that be Tyson Boris down the left wing?
Wow. Excellent speed
Ball
from
is
the
out
flanker
quickly
there.
again. Manitoba moving forward. Putting a lot of pressure on Saskatchewan, scrambling now.
Gotta get
But there, Mike LaVerge a little bit isolated. Manitoba still manages to keep the ball. Klemenko, a little chip over. That one bounced in but went out.
Now, normally you see front row player kick there, but Marco's got the little bit of skill set in Manitoba playing for the Wombats. He ends up playing many positions.
He's certainly a versatile player. He also did quite a bit of work on field one here to make it look this good for the game.
Yeah, one of the green team guys. I guess he would know where all the bounces are on this field.
He should, absolutely. But this will be a throw-in for Saskatchewan.
Yeah. Manitoba starting to make some subs with this scoreline 44-21 and getting into the under 15 minutes, I would say, of this game. We get to see Simon Midori,
taken by Saskatchewan.
another Wasp player, making his debut today.
Ball moved wide here, and Marcoux, a deep kick, well taken.
Not sure he wanted to put it in the hands of Killian Ansborough there.
Not
but
the best spot for it, from a Saskatchewan point of view.
Oh, little unfortunate there. Knock on. But as the game wears on, the first thing to do when you're starting to get tired is the brain starts to go, the hands start to slip up. We know a little bit something about that, Cole.
Well, it's a warm day, certainly as well, and so fatigue is going to play a factor. Dehydration is going to play a factor,
and also this haze from the smoke from the forest fires in eastern Manitoba and northwest Ontario.
The haze continues to settle in. It was a lot more clear this morning for the youth festivities. The Prairie Regional Tournament was taking place this morning with U14, U16, and U18 teams competing from Saskatchewan and Manitoba.
And we got to give a shout out to Maple Grove Rugby Park. Still one of the top facilities in Canada for rugby, with 4 pitches, 1 soccer pitch, and becoming a multi-use facility.
Absolutely. It's a unique and special place. And here goes Saskatchewan down the wing. Number 14, and Killian Ansborough's tracked him down. He's managed to offload it though, and Saskatchewan is over for the try. It was a nice big run, and then some real nice support downfield from Saskatchewan.
And that was number 13, Brennan Marcoux. We've mentioned his name a few times. Able to punch that one in after a couple offloads there.
So once again, Saskatchewan not going away in this match. They've made this trip for a reason, and they're gonna keep going right to the final whistle.
Yeah, this Prairie Super League is a great opportunity for some of these players in the smaller rugby union provinces like Manitoba and Saskatchewan. They get some high quality games, and with the broadcast and everybody else, they get a look and see, hey, we got some really good rugby players out here in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and to get an opportunity on that national level.
Absolutely, and I've always said, if you take the top 3 to 5 players off any of these teams and place them anywhere in Canada, they're not gonna show badly by any stretch. We've got some real nice athletes here. Set for the conversion here. Kick is up. He's pulled it a little bit wide to the left.
He's had the distance. He's only missed a couple of kicks there, and
he's certainly been consistent for them, and that was a rare miss.
44-26 for Manitoba Buffalo after the Prairie Fire score. Manitoba set to restart. Looks like Manitoba is starting to make some more subs some more guys coming in and getting an opportunity to play at this high level. Excellent for the development of players here to get into a game of this speed.
A little bit tough for us at the broadcast booth to identify who's coming in through this haze that's settled over the park.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. Deep kick taken here and hard run
big
there
hit by Bobby McKay.
Saskatchewan reverses field and a chip over the top. That's not going to get very far, straight into the hands of Braden Willis. Pass comes a little bit short, but still gets into the hands of Killian Ansborough, and that's always dangerous.
And he's broken that tackle, and they're still attacking.
And an offload. Manitoba still down the wing here. Moving forward, Saskatchewan's got to scramble now on defense.
Manitoba's got numbers.
A lot of pressure here.
And Bobby McKay just setting up that platform again.
A big hit there. And a turnover here, a penalty.
Not releasing.
Saskatchewan was over the ball quickly, and Manitoba penalized for not releasing. And Saskatchewan now able to relieve a bit of the pressure with a clearance kick here.
And that's always the challenge of getting some new bodies out in the field, is that cohesiveness is still going to be there with the depths of some of these squads, right? So
you sometimes lose a bit of momentum, and just a matter of knowing where each other are on the field as well is always a bit of a challenge when you bring in new players off the bench. But you also hope that they're going to bring a spark and some energy to the side. So
exactly.
We'll see if they can do that as they settle into the game.
It's a good feeling when you get a chance to play and represent your province, especially in a competition such as the Super League.
Absolutely. Saskatchewan's won the line out here. The ball is out, spun wide. Little fake switch. Ball goes a little wider, and back inside to Brendan Marcoux. Good clean ruck. Ball comes out. Back to the forwards there, but they do not get to the gain line. Manitoba, a lot of pressure there. Line speed is excellent. Saskatchewan going wide with it, but still not moving forward very far.
Yeah, the yards are going to be hard fought.
They've turned it over.
Turnover. Here we go.
Again, that defensive pressure paying off as Manitoba manages to turn the ball over. Another quick offload.
I have to say, Justin McKay being Johnny on the spot in those turnovers is really helping Manitoba's attack and keeping Saskatchewan on the back foot.
He has been quick to the breakdown, absolutely. And here goes Killian Ansborough.
Number 4. Well, I don't think it's too early to call who our man in the match is going to be.
Yeah, Bobby McKay. Killian Ansborough.
Well, Bobby McKay's been doing a lot of the dirty work in there, but he's always talking about the guys who's always score. So again, yeah, like this.
Just like you, Troy. Exactly.
Well, the Manitoba fans are at Maple Grove Park. We got a pretty good crowd here, with all the Saskatchewan teams and the Manitoba team sticking around for the showcase game of the afternoon. And they've been delighted to a great game of rugby.
Well, it's been a great day for rugby all around. I've been here since just before 9 a.m. today, refereeing some of the underage teams, the U16, U18, and some really good rugby there as well, all leading up to obviously this showcase game. But yeah, we've got a great crowd out here, and everyone really enjoying the day of rugby.
Yeah, it's a great shout out to the youth coaches and the players, or the people who are helping those young players come up the pipeline to get to a game like this. We need to keep it in our grassroots, and it looks like both provinces are doing a really good job trying to grow this game a little bit more every year. And competitions like this definitely help raise the profile.
Absolutely, and Laverge, another conversion, keeping that scoreboard ticking over for Manitoba.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see. Are we going to hit that half century there? Our volunteers have got it up. And they got it in the right order. We got 51-26. Fantastic over there.
There we go.
Yeah. And who said that having child labor on the score clock was going to cause us issues, eh? They're tech savvy with their Apple computer.
They got to learn sometime, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all part of the youth being involved in the sport.
Yep.
And the kickoff.
As long as there's no Churchill kids up on the score clock, eh?
No, 100%.
They can only count by fives. Manitoba.
And back to the game we go. Dylan Harris spinning the ball out there.
And Bobby McKay, looks like he's going to go for the full 80 today.
Bobby McKay is, he seems to be getting younger with time right now.
Yeah. Really enjoying the game. I remember when I first started coaching Bobby McKay, he came out as a back, and now he's a prop. So all you fullbacks, there's still a chance to be good looking and talented.
Well, I think they call that progress. And here we go, Manitoba playing some open rugby again, and it's just gone to ground. And it is going to be a scrum down for Saskatchewan. A pair of knock-ons there, and traditionally the first knock-on is the one that counts.
Yep.
And a free kick awarded there to Manitoba. It may have been a foot up early from the Saskatchewan hooker.
Yeah, that was the indication. And here comes Simon.
And away we go, Simon with a head of steam, and he's tackled there. We'll see the support, and the ball's just been lost forward there, unfortunately. A good run, but just spilled forward at the end.
Yeah, Simon is a younger Wasp player who's come up for the high school ranks. They're very powerful, but again, showing some really good power there.
Well, yeah, certainly dangerous with ball in hand, and a nice run there. But we're going to have a Saskatchewan put into this scrum, but well inside their own 22, so still a lot of pressure here, and we'll see what Manitoba can do in terms of extending that pressure. There's a wide spin pass, Saskatchewan electing to...
Oh, there's a...
big hit there, but we've got a coming back for a penalty. In favor of Saskatchewan here. And now they will settle it down and look to find touch. Need to get out from under the shadow of their own goalposts here. And that's well done there.
Yeah, hit the score clock. Or scoreboard, there's no clock here.
No, we noticed that earlier in the game.
Well, getting into the dying minutes of this Super League game, and Manitoba fully in control of the lead, 51-26. Excellent performance by Manitoba. They really were able to punch their ticket on a lot of things they wanted to do today.
They've looked good all the way through, and as we talked about that offload game and the support play and just the pace of play in general has been very strong.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan just, despite a valiant effort, has not had the answers for it.
And nothing about that home field advantage for Manitoba as well. I'm pretty sure these guys are running about 110%. Excited to showcase in front of friends and family and a bunch of the other players in the Rugby Manitoba Union here.
Oh, and near intercept there, but knocked forward, and that's going to be a penalty for an intentional knock-on. Did not make enough of an attempt to gather that ball in. And so Saskatchewan is going to get a little bit more territory again. Looking to put a few more points on the board here before the end of the game. Saskatchewan getting set for the line out here. See what they have up their sleeves off the set piece.
Well, Manitoba up early again.
Little misdirection, but Manitoba is early lift, and they've been penalized with a free kick to Saskatchewan.
That's the second time it happened in Manitoba again. Just sort of a little bit of patience.
Ooh, a little dummy run. And Saskatchewan's got some space. Tackle made out there. Saskatchewan's pulling it out. Advancing through their forwards. Manitoba under pressure here now defensively inside their own 22.
Oh, there's a turnover
And the
there.
ball is dropped there. And that is the game.
That is the game. Looks like, well, the Manitoba Buffalo doused the Prairie Fire.
They certainly did, Troy.
Yeah.
Although I don't know why there's still so much smoke here.
Well, that's what happens when you put out a fire. You get a little bit of smoke.
I suppose so. A great day at the park here.
Yeah, excellent game by Manitoba. Colin Fraser should be definitely pleased with the effort that the Buffalo put out today. Well-rounded game, and they played a total 80. Nothing really weak at all today from the Buffalo squad today.
No, a lot of positives to draw on going forward. So certainly good to see from the Buffalo. And thanks everyone for listening, tuning in, and
okay. Well, it looks like we're going to have a little extended coverage of an interview today with one of the players from the game.
Stay tuned to see who.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 4 Points by Sheraton, Winnipeg South. Conveniently located on South Pembina Highway near the Trans-Canada Bypass and 1 hour from the U.S. border crossing. Offering a saltwater pool, hot tub, 24-hour fitness center, restaurant, and lounge.
If you take the first mortgage you're offered, a high interest rate could take your travel budget and send it packing. Before you choose a mortgage, take a second look. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today. If you take the biggest mortgage you can get, you might find your budget can't support other important costs, like buying furniture. Don't let your mortgage weigh you down. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today.
Patrick Marcoux, one of the members.
Patrick Young.
Patrick Young. Sorry, Patrick Young. One of the members from the Prairie Fire today. Tough game out there for you guys, but you guys made the trip. Anything that's what do you think about your game out there today?
I thought we played all right. It was it's a hot one. It's a hot one. It's a little smoky today. Definitely played a factor into it. I know about 20 minutes into the game, I think our whole team was huffing and wheezing, but we stuck it out, and I think just needed to lay a few more big hits into it, and that's just where they beat us. A few momentum builders that they got that we just didn't. But I'm pretty happy with how we did with the ball. So definitely some positives. I wouldn't say it's a complete loss, but we're kind of a throw together team. A few guys that haven't played together a whole lot, so pretty happy with the way we played.
And that's one of the struggles for both of our unions, Manitoba and Saskatchewan, is sort of like getting a team together, executing, practicing. So you guys, did you pull your team from Regina, Saskatoon, or? Yeah.
So we kind of made two groups, one from Regina, one from Saskatoon. The Saskatoon guys have a few guys, I think, from PA and a bit northern there, and kind of just mashed together for that. So that's how we picked.
Well, we really appreciate the game you guys gave out there today. Some hard running, some hard hits, some good defense, and best of luck to you guys. And,
thanks. We definitely.
Hopefully you guys have a good night in Winnipeg tonight.
Oh yeah, we appreciate the game that we got, and you guys having us out here, and definitely looking forward to the beers afterwards with the guys.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm Troy Williams, and this is Patrick
Young.
Patrick Young, and thank you for watching one of our post-game interviews. We have a couple other guys lined up next. Stay tuned. Are we ready? Yep. Well, here we go. We got Cody Mark. He also played for the Prairie Fire today. He came in as a reserve flanker for the Fire. Some of you guys might recognize Cody as also a Winnipeg Wasp player. Yeah. So, Cody, what are your thoughts on the game today?
I thought it was a hard-fought side for both teams there. Coming in off the road is always tough no matter who you are, and especially when you're doing 6 hours of driving. It's always tough getting in late and then trying to wake up early, get organized. But like my teammate there, Patrick Young, was saying, we got about guys from 8-9 different teams. That really always plays a factor, and especially when we're stretched between two cities. Place at a little bit of disadvantage, but Manitoba played hard, played organized, they played well, and they played as a team, and that got them capitalizing on some of our mistakes.
Yeah, well, you guys definitely gave us an entertaining game out there, and we really appreciate you guys coming in, and we wish you the best of luck in Western Rae-Fu for your guys' season, and for also your club teams as well.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
All right, take care.
You too.
Hi, hey, here we go. We got the hooker of the winning team, the starting hooker. He also moved over a little bit of prop there. Marco Komenko, product of the University of Manitoba Wombats. Marco, great game for Manitoba. You guys must be pretty stoked.
Yeah, it was a good scoreline. The game was a lot closer than the score suggested, but overall it was a good battle, and it was always a good time to play Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I noticed that the team was tight. How was your guys' preparation before for the match today?
So we've been prepping since April because we played 2 games in May in Alberta for the Prairie Super League against the Mavericks and the Gold. And ever since then, we've been practicing every week, once a week at least, maybe twice, and just prepping, doing 3-hour trainings on Sundays and working our butts off at club practices, sitting in the gym and getting stronger every day.
Well, it's one of the most dominating performances I've seen from a Manitoba Buffalo team in recent memories, and it's good on you. What do you attribute to your coach Colin Fraser and you guys' success today?
It came down to just effort and who showed up today, and I think the boys really turned it on in warm up, and we really, ever since we stepped on the pitch, we just kept going and didn't give up. Other than that, it was just, we stayed connected, we stuck to our system, and other than a couple of silly mistakes here and there and questionable decisions, we played really well today.
Well, are you talking about those 2 kicks there, Marco?
I declined to answer.
Well, that's Marco Komenko, who had a fantastic game, and the Manitoba Buffalo forwards as well. really taking to the Saskatchewan team and opening up a lot of gaps for the fullback, Killian Ansbro.
Oh yeah, for sure. We really took to heart about our athleticism and skill in the forward. Like, we weren't as big as them, but we really had a lot of pace and, played really well on the outsides and gave Killian some room around to score some tries. So it was good. It was a good game.
Awesome. Well, I'd like to thank Marco for his time and let him get back to his team and have some victory beers. I guess those are going to be welcome.
Absolutely. Some nice cold brews.
Yeah, Labatt 50, of course, right?
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks,
Appreciate
Marco.
it.
What did you play today? Hang on.
Number 4, bud.
All right, hey, I'm Troy Williams, and here I got Alex Ashwell, who was in the engine room playing number 4 for the Manitoba Buffalo. Definitely his contribution is helping the set piece for Manitoba be really successful in the match day. Alex, how did your game go today?
It took a little bit to get into it, but the conditions were pretty amazing. A little smoky out, but I'm used to that.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, we're in the forest fire season right now.
Buddy.
Your guys' offload game was fantastic today. Was that something that you worked with your coach Colin Fraser, or is that just something that you guys just took advantage of an opportunity that was there?
Well, we knew that we could sort of exploit them around the ruck area, and that's kind of what we tried to do. It's kind of our game plan. We've worked on that sort of set piece stuff and some of those offloads, and it is something we wanted to do. We didn't want to give too much 50-50 ball, but I mean, you just got to do what you can do. And you're right, though, that was sort of something that we wanted to try and bring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it definitely brought a lot of success. You guys were able to maintain possession and open up, with the forward pack especially, open up some gaps for the back line. So it was a well-rounded game, and your set pieces and stuff, really difficult for a provincial team to sort of gel together. What did you guys do to gel together to have such a good result?
Well, we've had about 5 or 6 really good practices, and also we had a good trip away to Edmonton and Calgary earlier in the year, so that really helped sort of just get everyone together, and you just become a really good team. And I think we all respect each other, and we also really respect the coaches too, so that was a big thing for us.
Yeah, so one of the coaches is Colin Fraser, and you're also a Saracen. You got anything for those Saracen guys who may be watching or just sitting on the sideline for next year?
Well, I tell you, boys, nothing like coming out to Maple Grove and playing rugby. We got great guys down here. We got a great facility, so keep coming out and tell people to come out. We need some more Saracens, because we're one of the premier teams in this province, as you'd know.
Exactly. Well, Alex said it the best. I'd like to thank Alex for a great game and entertaining, and also
Thanks,
Manitoba
Troy.
Buffalo guys. And
First try
too
for me.
All our viewers out there. All right, let's have it.
Thanks, Troy.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we were able to track down the head coach for the Manitoba Buffalo, Colin Fraser. Hey, Colin, what a fantastic game that you were able to bring to the fans here at Maple Grove. How was your preparation leading up to this game and decisions on roster and stuff like that?
It was good. A lot of Sundays for the boys, so appreciate them. Giving up some weekends to come out, try out for our side. Had one last run through on Wednesday. Let our captains Marco and Mike really take control of that session. Real good captains run. So boys were prepared. They knew their jobs today and did well.
What was your game plan against Saskatchewan? I mean, we saw a really good offload game over here. Watching it, was that a part of the plan, using some of your fitness to your advantage, or?
Yeah, we wanted to take care of the ball. They are good at jackling. They are good at pinching ball around breakdowns. So we wanted to keep that ball alive, use our fitness, spread the field, have some of our bigger boys running up against their wingers. You saw that Brent Keeler had an amazing try. Dummy pass, I think I taught him, so I'm taking all the credit for that one.
Well,
so
exactly.
just really just
somewhere, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Killian Ansbro, he scored 4 tries today. What does it mean to have someone from Ireland come out and be a part of the squad? How does that help? How does that help your team?
Oh, just bring his skill alone you can see out there. That's no question. But just his worldly. He's traveled a lot. He's played rugby at a high level in Ireland. On having him on this side, he just got back from playing Prairie Wolfpack against the BC Bears, so he got a little more experience out there and bringing it to our side. Working with 2 younger wingers, a U19 winger actually started the game for us, Andy Black, and having Killian just mentor him just makes our life as coaches so much easier.
Yeah, it was a perfect game today. It seems like everybody executed and keeping mistakes to a minimum. It's the definition of a well-prepared side. You should be very proud of yourself for the effort. Entertained the fans here at beautiful Maple Grove Park. I'd like to thank Colin Fraser for that, and I'm going to bring my my co-host colleague here, play-by-play man Cole Hunt, up, and we're going to wrap it up.
Cheers. Thanks, Troy.
Okay, cool. Let's wrap it up.
Hey boys, you're good.
Here I am with our play-by-play guy, Cole Hunt.
Hello.
And I'm Troy Williams again. Hey Cole, we got a fantastic game here today of Super League Rugby between the Buffalo and the Prairie Fire. What are some of the highlights for you?
It was a lot of fun to watch. I really enjoyed the first half, a lot of back and forth, good intensity from both sides. Second half, Manitoba really put the gas on and put the game away. But again, it's great to see a team come together that way and play a good, strong game all the way through.
Yeah, I'd be remiss to not to reach out to our people who are watching. If you're interested in rugby, rugbymanitoba.ca, rugbymb.ca. If you're interested in playing rugby, we have a lot of programs that are available for you. So come on out. On behalf of Cole Hunt and myself, Troy Williams, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this edition of the Rugby Canada Prairie Super League between the Buffalo and the Prairie Fire, and we wish you guys a good night and 50s up.
All the best.